This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we're reading about the things that I can forage at the forge, because I'm excited. I like items, and I like item descriptions and item stories, and I like to read them, and now I'm going to read them all. And there's only a few left, so here we go. Simplicity. It's a staff. Makers of arcane staves have experimented with means of imbuing a weapon with one type of arcane aptitude with mixed results. Difficulties in the process have yielded staves like these, where a broad range of arcane disciplines are bolstered in the wielder at once. Easier to cast a wide net than hope to snag down one wriggling fish. Adds +5 to all magic skills. That's pretty nice. Be good to have. Now, it says that foraging advances as your party gains experience. So this has got to be like the research thing in your library. So I can't just go in here and be like, I want to make this, make this, make this, make this, and just have the shit. I have to pick something for them to start working on, and then I have to come back later and get it. So I can't just make a whole bunch of shit here. I have to pick one thing, I think, that they'll be working on for me to get. So I have to be pretty selective on which thing I decide to have made. Alright, we got Scorn. Javelins like this are often assigned to the brave, disfavored soldiers at the head of a phalanx. They deliver the confidence to push forward against any odds, and the barbed tip can snag on armor and destabilize advancing enemies. So it's a javelin, gives you some resolve, has some extra hit precision on targets below 35% health. So that pretty much means 100% hit precision means you're going to crit. Hit precision means chance of changing a hit to a crit. 100% means if they have below 135% health, you're going to get a free crit on them, which is pretty cool. I don't use a javelin, nobody in my party uses one, but it's a cool thought. Sorcerer's Blade. This blade was designed by bloodthirsty mages who wanted additional methods of visiting chaos and entropy upon their foes. Gives you some extra control, atrophy, and grave light. Alright, that's cool. Surefoot Scale Greaves. These boots keep the wearer balanced and light on their feet at all times. Makes you immune to hobble. That's very specific and situational buff. Thieves' Bravado. The flashy edge and featherlight balance of this dagger all but encourages showmanship. It is passed between the hands of cut purses and jugglers over a long and recognized career. Gives you +10 parry and even more parry when below 35%. So if Verse was a parry-based tank instead of a dodge-based tank, this would be great for her, but as it is, nobody's going to use this. Twice Forged Bronze Shirt. Because forged just once isn't enough. Not really. I'm not really wishing I made the forge earlier, because honestly, I don't need a single thing here. If I didn't have a single one of these items, it wouldn't hurt me at all. I'll make a few of them just because I can, but frankly, I'm good. I'm fine without any of these items, honestly. They're just a bonus. Special care has gone into these bronze plates to make them lighter without compromising their dependability. Just plain old fine heavy armor, huh? Okay. Zeal. Daggers like this are rewarded to Kairos' assassins for exemplary performance and enthusiasm serving the Empire. +1 quickness. Not bad. Okay, so what do I actually want to make? I think I want to make some silken gloves, at least for Siren, if not for Siren and... well, maybe even silken gloves for everybody in the party except for... Verse. So, some silken gloves would be nice. The Nightwalker's boots, eh. The Hierarch's robes I wouldn't mind having for my main character, or one of the other mages. Wouldn't mind having those. The Hawkeye helm's pretty nice. Actually, it's real nice. 10 accuracy. These slippers for Siren, I definitely want to make those. And the Alchemist gloves. I think I'm going to make the Alchemist gloves first. Because an extra healing ability is just too cool to pass up. We're going to make the Alchemist gloves. It's going to cost us 1 iron ring and 10 hides. And it'll take a long time, quote unquote. The recruits have begun crafting. Okay. Still think only certain people can be Archons. Yeah, I mean, based on what I've read, it seems like maybe lots of people, not lots, but you know, a small percentage of the population, but more than the actual number of people that become Archons, have an inborn power in them, like a seed of an inborn power, and they starts developing when they're a kid or something. But then maybe most of them never do anything with it, and they never get any renown for it, and they never train it, and they never, work on it, or they get killed because they have this power, and that's it. They never become an Archon. But the ones that do get trained, and the ones that do get believed in, and the ones that don't get killed are the ones that eventually develop into actual Archons. Jen's here. Hey Jen, how's it going? Welcome back. It's your birthday in 2 hours? Happy almost birthday! Happy almost birthday. Good to see you, Jen. You just missed a shit ton of reading. It wasn't very fascinating reading, though, so don't worry. You didn't miss anything too cool. So now we're making the thing. Wait, can he make something else? No, they're busy forging alchemist gloves. Okay, let's improve some stuff here. Let's improve some stuff. Now, this takes time. But it's actual time, not... So let's say I were to upgrade this shield right now to masterwork. Successfully crafted. But it said it took time. And yet, it's already done. I've already got the 200 dodge. So can I just upgrade anything I want? I don't know why it says it takes time if... Oh, because it makes time pass. It makes that not much time actually pass right now. Okay, I get it, Can do this hood. These gauntlets. I'm a little concerned about how much hide I have. Somebody sold hide and all these things. Bronze ingots and all that. Who was that? Where was the merchant that sold this stuff? Keenslayer X, good to see you. How you doing, Keenslayer X? I agree with you. I think the world, the setting, the lore is so much cooler in this than Pillars of Eternity. I agree with you. I strongly agree. I'm a little concerned about running out of hide. Gain 1 deflection. Gain 1 deflection. And some precision. Okay. Successfully crafted. 15%. 90%. Alright, so now I'm almost out of... I'm out of hide. And I don't know where to get more. Happy almost birthday. Alright. Cool. Well, I think we're done here for now. Sure would like to figure out which merchant sells the hides and stuff. Okay. You need to do an infinite amount of reading. That is a lot of reading. That is a lot. I did an infinite amount of reading once, and it took a long time, I gotta tell you. We can pretend it's your birthday because you have a solid work block for the next 60 hours? 60 hours? Damn. You seriously, wait, are you literally saying you're going to be working for 60 hours straight? Because that's nuts. I mean, I did a 50-hour stream, and that was nuts. And that was only 50 hours. There's a dude in the infirmary who produces hides. Okay. Oh, you'll get to do some sleeping in there. Okay, that's good then. That's good. That's good. Alright, let's go to my other spires. Hold on. I have stuff at my other spires. Let's go to my other spires. No edict. No edict. No edict. Edict of stone. Edict of fire. The fire looks cool. Honestly, I think with you guys playing a cleric, a druid, and a arcane trickster rogue, you basically got everything covered. I mean, you really, that's a very, very strong party that should be able to deal with everything. No, there will be no Fire Snake the Spoony Bard. Go back to the Aurora Spire. Tally ho! How's it going, Tally ho? No, there is no multiplayer in Tyranny. None whatsoever. Fifth edition, Eisen. You prefer Pathfinder? I've tried Pathfinder. It was okay. It felt almost exactly like 3.5 D&D, which I played quite a bit of and got really sick of, especially at high level. I DM'd a pretty long, high level 3.5 campaign, and it was kind of soul destroying. You loved Pillars? Well, if you love Pillars, you should love this. I think it's better than Pillars in most ways. But if a person liked Pillars, they should like this game as well. I think this one's more interesting than Pillars was. I don't even know why I'm back here at the training place. Hey, hide. Thanks. I needed that. I think I have anything else at the training place I want to do. What's up, FXO Frequency? You think Tyranny's worse than Pillars in almost every way? Really? You think that, huh? Why do you feel that way? There will be no Quen. There will never be Quen. In fact, I think I will make an arch enemy, evil villain, to oppose you in D&D, and his name will be Quen. So we have all three spires. What about these other ones? I want to light all these up. These are for DLC. These other 5 that aren't lit up, these are for DLC. These are for the, they have Chanters. They have something like a Chanter. This character, Siren, who's in my party, is very similar to a Chanter. But the game itself actually doesn't have classes. It's a skill-based system where you can do anything you want. and you raise your skills up by using them, and you can combine any kind of magics and fighting and stuff however you want. Let's see if this guy's got anything new. What tips and rumors do you have for me? Nothing. Okay, cool. What do you have for me? Oh, look at all this goody stuff. Bunch of junk, basically. A lot of camping. So, oh, he's got hides as well. Okay. Beautiful. Iron Guard Greatsword. Let's come over here and rest. That is a foe we cannot defeat. Why do you play so zoomed in? I don't know, I just like being more zoomed in. How's it going, Guy F? Jeff? Have we tried Torment? You mean the original Torment? Planescape Torment? Or the new Torment that's coming out? Alright, I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to move on, finally, after a very lengthy amount of time. The new one? Yeah, I've tried some of the backer beta for it when it first came out. Seemed good. The original Planescape Torment is actually my favorite game of all time, by a wide margin. Okay, cool. We've been to a lot of places now. And we have yet more places to go. What do I need to do? I forgot what I even need to do. I need to go back to Ascension Hall and talk to 100 Blood. Okay. Cool. Here's Ascension Hall right here. Convenient. There's 8 more items at the Sunset Spire. Really? Okay, hold on. Let's go get those 8 items. Where is the Sunset Spire? Oh, it's this one. I think Jen is going to be some form of elf. Just a wild guess. Noxia, there's the lady that tried to kick me out of the... Who's got the items here? Oh, it's the Sage. Let's research some shit. A bunch of scrolls is all. Vagrant's Chaw can be created now. Alright. Now we've arrived. We can make Vagrant's Chaw research something. Dagger plants. Oh, dagger plants. Yes, let's do it. Alright, now we're going to go back to Ascension Hall. This game's a perfectionist nightmare. There's so many missable things. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. There's like 30 kinds of elves. Anything's possible. There are not that many types of elves. There's a few types of elves. Plus, there's half-elves. Alright, so here we are back at Ascension Hall. They still haven't cleaned up the fucking floor. Seriously, you guys can't get in here and pick some of this up? Come on. Mattias is here. And Welby is here. And 100 Blood is here. These are all of our various allies. And here's my banner. It's my banner. So proud of my banner. You were giving Halfling a thought? Oh, like a halfling, but more calfy. What's going on with Mattias? Fatebinder, Ascension Hall is brighter for your presence. Mattias bows. I have some questions for you. Of course, what would you like to discuss? Actually, I just remembered I've already asked you these questions. Bye. What about you, Welby? Welby isn't going to have anything new to say. I'm wasting my time. It'll be a rough road ahead, but the Bronze Brotherhood is up for the challenge. You can count on that. What about Tarkus? Man, 100 Blood looks serious. Just going to quickly save the game. Halflings are pretty awesome. Don't play a gnome. Nobody play a gnome, because honestly, gnomes are just fucking obnoxious. I hate gnomes. Halflings are cool, elves are cool, half-orcs are cool, dragonborn are cool, tiefling are cool, humans are cool. Everything, every race is cool. Except for gnomes. Can smell ripe stench of death. 100 Blood snuffs in Ari's direction before sliding her keen amber gaze to the other leaders, sizing them up as either competition or prey. Reeks of urine, cracked iron, and fear. Battles have been won here, Beast. I don't care how it smells. You should learn to appreciate that. The realms are counting on us. Did not say stench was bad. The Beast Woman chuffs and scratches one curved claw against a smooth stone wall behind her. She's in the middle of the damn room! What wall is behind her? What, she got some fucking go-go gadget arms? Is she fucking Dalsum from Street Fighter? Yoga Flame! Alright, never mind. I've made that joke before. Marring it idly. From very far away. Have come to kill disfavored. We'll smash skulls and cleave sternums. We'll make ironclads whine and weep, but we'll give no mercy. She bares her long, discolored fangs. They drip with slick saliva. She sighs and looks to you with desperation. Must we work with these creatures, Fatebinder? They're reeking and unprincipled at the best of times, and I think this one has been defecating on the floor of Ascension Hall. No, that's probably just Barrack you're smelling. This coalition should represent everyone in the tiers, Ari. You make a fair point. Ari nurses her brow and sighs. She's face-palming again. The fact that a beast woman shares this hall with us means that she has adapted, and maybe I should try to do the same. As you can tell, our little coalition is not so little anymore. We need to take some time to regroup as allies and discuss the future. I'll keep you abreast of any updates. Jan? Who the hell is Jan, Saito? Is that somebody from like Baldur's Gate or Baldur's Gate 2 or one of those games? Because man, I don't remember any of those companions except for like the really interesting ones. Who do I remember from the Baldur's Gate games? Basically, Minsk, obviously, Jaheira, Lyconia, Imoen. That's about it. I could probably, if I strained my brain, I could probably name 2 or 3 more. But most of the companions in the Baldur's Gate games just never really interested in me very much. She regards you with an uncertain frown. It bears recalling that all of this started in earnest when you claimed the mountain spire. If you haven't already, I would look into the other spires scattered across the tiers. Already done. Got 'em all. You might learn something more about this influence you seem to cultivate. People will look to you as a beacon of hope, and you would best be prepared for everything that could mean. I'm prepared. I'm so prepared. I think I'd have to allow that, Nox. It's too cool not to allow. Pretty sure that by rules as written, you can't use your Dragonborn breath weapon while in wild shape, but I like it. I think it's the kind of thing that should happen. It's the kind of thing I like to see. You transforming into some sort of bull and then breathing fire or something on people is the kind of thing that I think should happen in a D&D game. So, you know, we might have to just let that happen. House rule. The Scarlet Chorus are attacking the Citadel! The breathless runner takes in the shocked glances. There are gangs of Crimson as far as I could see! There must be thousands of them! Uh-oh. Well, that's not cool. I was wondering who'd be the first to strike directly. If our scouts speak true, we are up against a foe that will strike us in staggering numbers. Seraphina, what are your orders? I don't think we can just hack our way out of this, but falling back is not an option. Let's see. What are my orders? It'd be an honor to perish with you? Yeah. Let's discuss this atop the spire. Has the Archon been spotted among the Horde? No word yet, but I wouldn't expect that coward to lead from the front. But if he's absent, that means he's not here to inflict order and discipline, and maybe we can kill the toughest gangs and hope the weaker ones lose the will to fight. These conscripts are no threat individually, but we just don't have the waking hours to kill the numbers the chorus can field. Here's the deal. Can I go up on top of the spire and cast my fucking Flaming Meteor spell over and over? Now, I know it only affects the area right up there where I cast it, but there's still gravity, right? So won't gravity still carry those Flaming Meteors all the way down to the ground below? Could I just not stand there and cast my Flaming Meteor spells over and over and let gravity take the meteors down to the people at the bottom? Probably not. That's the sort of thing that wouldn't fly. But it sounds good. Okay. Are the chorus forces alone, or are the disfavored here to ruin things? Reports indicate the disfavored sent troops out of Iron Hearth headed west, but they aren't headed here. We've no word of them crossing into the valley. This time, we'll be facing an enemy that isn't distracted by its own breakdown of civility. I need to see the larger picture of the battle first. Let's discuss this atop the spire. Atop the spire we go. It's ground targeted, remember? Yeah, that's true. Dude, you know how much damage arrows would inflict shot from the top of that thing? They'd be traveling at terminal velocity, straight down. If one of those arrows hit you, you'd be fucking done. It would go clean through you. That's physics. Yeah, I'm wondering. I hope I still get to go to the Burning Library. I'm going to be very disappointed if I don't. But maybe this attack happens, then you go to the next place, then other, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, Tarkasari. Kairos' forces of the Citadel surrounded, and our scouts tell us more are on the way. Ari points out across the horizon towards specks of movement in the panorama of the valley below. She points toward the mountains to the northeast. You can see the line of reinforcements snaking back north to the Stone Sea. I'm all for a good challenge, but this, it just seems impossible. Even if we call in all of our alliances, our odds are beyond hopeless. I feel like if I had a nice choke point, and just fucking Verse could stand in the choke point and I could keep healing her when necessary and she could tank everybody and then we just nuke past them. I feel like we could fight any number of dudes. Literally any number of dudes. 10,000, I'm pretty sure we could take them if we had a choke point. The massive sculpture rumbles, shaking the masonry of the spire and sending her off balance. Yeah, I very much want to go to the... Oh, what's going on here? Am I about to edict some motherfuckers? Oh my god, am I about to edict this enemy fucking army? Because this thing just activated, and I don't know what it's doing, but holy shit. The orb in the center of the resonator spins with the push of some unseen force. Where the structure once exuded warmth, now it gives off a ferocious heat that singes your face the longer you stare into it. A sound like music swarms in the air around the structure, but it's painful and disharmonious to your ears. The library was your first objective? See, I went to Lethian's Crossing first, of course. Then I went to the Blade Grave. Then I went to the Stone Sea. I haven't been to the library yet. And good to see Ken Thariz. How you doing? I just activated the most epic disco ball of all time. Plus 20 seasonal effective disorder resistance. Yes, it counts as natural light. My depression is lifting. And I'm getting so much vitamin D right now. By Kairos' hairy backside, Ebb covers her ears and takes a step back from the structure at the center of the spire. That music, it's awful. Feels like my teeth are ripping their way out of my mouth. Don't you hear it? He attempts to sign a rune, only to see her pattern fizzle into steam. Some people hear it, some people fear it, some people just won't go near it. Spirit. And it's your name. Listen real close, and it's your name said over and over until it's just one mystic wail. The spire is now fully awake. Its long, dormant currents of energy dance to your presence. I'm about to destroy Alderaan, motherfuckers. Thrown off balance by the trembling spire, Ari crouches to regain her footing. That wasn't an attack. That was the spire, right? Because if that was an attack... Spire has a mind of its own. Spire communicates in visions. The spire often communicates in visions. Perhaps this is its way of saying it has something to discuss? Fatebinder, now is as good a time as any to see if your link with this spire can yield us some measure of defense. At the very least, perhaps you could make sure no one is able to teleport up here. If you can control that, we can at least ensure ourselves a fallback position. Honestly, if they can't teleport up here and we can, we win. I mean, we don't necessarily win, but they can't fuck with us. We can teleport all of our people up here and just chill. And let them starve to death down there. Oh, but what about us? We won't have food. We can teleport from here to any of the other spires. So, see ya, and I wouldn't want to be. We can all teleport to the place where we're growing all the dank herb. You know what I'm saying? And we can grow us some fucking food or whatever. And just leave. Alright, now march your entire army across the whole realm to the other tower we're at, and when your entire army gets there, we'll just teleport to a different spire. Lol. We can do this all day. But if they can teleport up here too, then yeah, we got problems. Let's see. Intimate understanding of the edict. Maybe I can proclaim it without Kairos' words. How do I want to do this? Just let me think. I'll handle this. Well, you've got... She peers over the edge of the spire. Not a whole lot of time to pull something clever out of your ass. But if anyone can do that, it's you. Alright. New quest, Standing Tall. Word has arrived that the Scarlet Chorus are laying siege to your spire in Vendrian's Well. The Archon of Secrets has apparently exhausted his restraint and has called for your head. Use the resonator. The resonator atop the Vendrian's Well spire has activated. The arcane structure seems to amplify all magic around it. How and why were a mystery until now. Actually, they're still pretty much a mystery. We have all the star map. We won. Nice. Unbending spirit. You believe this artifact could be used to help repel the enemies laying siege to your citadel. Oh yeah, dude. I'll fucking edict some motherfuckers. Cool. I don't suppose my biography has updated. No, it has not. Alright, so some serious shit is going down. We're gonna save. And we're gonna mess with this thing now. Actually, hold on. Let's talk to Ari for a second again. Following your lead on this one, Fatebinder. Doesn't look like any of our party members have anything new to say at the moment.
My Lord Binder, what can I do for you?
Barrick, shut up, Barrick. Kills, you ain't got nothing, do you?
Fatebinder wants Beast Woman?
Had any good hunts lately?
Good, yep. And many more than 5.
We've read this before.
Kills and Shadow is clever hunter of many seasons. Sometimes hunts with trickery rather than claws.
She grins, crimson eyes glittering with pride.
Lord Ironclad's far from Dinfort by loping, stumbling through brush like injured calf. Wide and braid, while bleeding easy to follow trail. Still took Ironclads too long to chase Beast Woman. Were slow and lumbering, cautious and whispering, as if Beast Woman could not hear from so far away. After long wait, Ironclads fell into pit trap, and Beast Woman had only to roll heavy strong boulder down from top. It was not as fun as Beast Woman had planned. Maybe should have ripped throats out with claws.
Yeah, I hate when I do that. When I roll a boulder on some people, and then later I'm like, should I have done it that way? It would have been more fun to rip their throats out. Why didn't I rip their throats out? Yeah, boulder rolling remorse. It's a standard thing. She flicks her curved black claws in the air, studying them, as if in deep thought. I like how you can always talk to Kills and Shadow and ask her about more hunts, and she tells you these little stories like every time you talk to her. Here's what I like to think. I like to think that Kills and Shadow has not left the top of the spire at any time. And she just likes making up these fucking stories. She's just one of those people that just makes up fucking outlandish stories all the time. Like, did you guys see Kills and Shadow leave? No, she hasn't gone anywhere. Never mind.
What?
Okay, no. I just want to see if any of them wanted to weigh in on this at all, but they don't. So, let's mess with this thing. Let's edict some motherfuckers. The mystic hum of the spire pulses to the cadence of your heart. The ancient structure awaits your command. Touch it and concentrate. Edict proclaim. What could possibly go wrong? Nice. There's still so much that doesn't make sense. The spire has been linked to you since you led the defense of Ascension Hall. Perhaps now that we are under attack once again, the spire's true purpose is shown? The air ripples with heat, and the spire's hum, a low chanting of your name, echoes through your head. Seraphina, 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 Seraphina. That's how I imagine it sounds, but thank God it doesn't really sound that way, and I'm gonna stop now. Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure who's actually in control here. Is the spire enhancing my powers, or am I fueling the power of the spire? Your mind drifts to bygone days and past events. Along with a rush of memories you know as your own comes a surge of images, voices, and pangs of joy and sadness, either long forgotten or remembered by someone else. Huh. Okay. Pinpricks of electricity spark behind your eyeballs, and the slightest breath in fills your lungs with a rush of moist air. You move to brush rust and bronze dust from your skin, only to realize the sensation is just a phantom itch of the blade grave. They say only the Overlord can create an edict. It has never been clear if the Overlord can destroy an edict. And when an edict is resolved, what becomes of the colossal quantities of mystic energy bound into said edict? You know, it just occurred to me that if you're knocked off, who's going to be able to talk to the Spire after you die? Can you, tell it to listen to me after you die? Does it work like that? No, you're not the person I would fucking nominate anyway. If I was gonna have a Spire-controlling successor, it wouldn't be you, Tarkus Ari. It would be somebody very logical, like Kills in Shadow. I leave the power of the Spires in the hands of Kills in Shadow. What could go wrong? No, in fairness, if I had to pick somebody to leave... Oh, Siren, for sure. Fuck it. Siren, all the power, mighty power to control the world in the hands of this 15-year-old girl who's pretty pissed off, who caused her own mother to have a miscarriage of her little brother and made her father kill himself. She seems like the one I should put the power in the hands of. The edict you resolved crowds into your immediate memory. Though the original edict is no longer active, a seed of its power took root deep within your will, and that sliver of power now floods your mind with intuitive understanding. Can you make me a moderator for your Spire chat? Come on, please. PLZ, can I be mod? Touch the resonator. There's something else I'm curious about. Subterfuge 73. Well, we're about to be clever and use some subterfuge. I can't have been the first person to mess with this device. I just gained 5 subterfuge skill experience. You feel a presence standing adjacent to you in space, but centuries from you in time. For a moment, she seems aware of you, or perhaps you're remembering her speaking to someone standing in the very same spot. She speaks to the Spire, and the Spire listens, echoing her words. And while she speaks with conviction, her words are not edicts. She lacks the understanding, the conviction. Images of half-dozen figures swarm through your mind. All of them walked atop this ancient perch, and each discovered but a sliver of the Spire's potential. Did the Spire have any insight? Visitors here before... The Spire is showing me a woman was here long ago, along with a few other fleeting visitors, but I doubt any were the Spire's master. If someone had been up here, you'd think we'd have some history of it, but perhaps those who were up here went to great lengths to hide it. Not like anyone has activated this place the way you have. That would not have escaped notice. The air ripples with heat and the Spires hum, a low chanting of your name. Seraphina, 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 echoes through your head. Maybe that was Kairos? Good thought, Captain Kickass. Good thought. Maybe it was Kairos. I like to think that Kairos, my working theory is that Kairos gained her powers through something to do with the Spires at some point. But I don't actually know. My link to the Spire is confounding. Why me? I lay claim to Ascension Hall. You hear your own voice echo in your mind. Let us be free of this edict. Your mind flashes back to the assault on Ascension Hall, to the moment you fulfilled the wording of Kairos' edict. Sensations of searing heat and chilling cold course through your body as you relive the weightless moment when the edict broke. The fateful instance when the levy vanished and the arcane currents of Kairos' magic were set free. It was in this moment that the spire's old sigil of awakening, long covered by its prior occupants, was set ablaze by the arcane tempest. The spire knows the first moment it found you, and so now you know this too. But whether the meeting was by accident or design is unknown to both of you. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Unbending Spirit. The other symbols that aren't lit up around the spire are for the DLC. Yeah, I just said that a little bit ago. I don't know if that's actually true. Obviously, it might not be, but it'd be pretty cool if it was. Each additional spire is its own separate DLC that you have to buy. Did the spire offer you any insight? I can glare silently right now. That seems so inappropriate. I proved my worth by resolving the edict. Images and sounds. There was a flash of the assault on Ascension Hall, and the resolution of the Edict of Execution. The arcane backlash of the broken edict seems the probable cause. I don't suppose the spire gave you some vision as to how we might fend off endless waves of Kairos' minions? The air ripples with heat and the spires hum. Seraphina, 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 Seraphina. That's not what a low chanting sounds like, Josiah. And like 8 people just stopped watching your stream the minute you did that. You know that, right? I know. Okay. Low chanting echoes through your head again. The spires and the tiers are linked. Just how far does this connection go? As soon as your mind finishes the intent of your question, you lose sense of your feet, and your vision expands to the spires on the horizon. Let's use the lore to meditate and silence my thoughts. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna focus on the breath, in and out. I'm gonna watch the thoughts drifting by, like clouds in a blue sky, not focusing on any of them, just letting them drift by. As you would command your arms to extend, you think outward, your mind feeling cognizant of the verticality of the spire. You follow this sensation down to the soil, and your sensation stretches underground, radiating through the Vendrian's Well Valley, and branching out to the old walls that ring the mountains, and from there out to the surrounding old walls and spires of the tiers. You issue a Hoft sum? That's not a thing. You issue a soft hum into the resonator and then fall silent, stretching your senses across the tiers to hear how far your voice can be felt. No, I'm not going to play the Fable series. That's not going to happen. Hey, Scumsave, how's it going? Have you been here for a while? Good to see you, Scumsave. You can't invoke the Spirit Song without hearing it, without fearing it, without some people not going nearing it. What? While your voice echoes throughout most of the tiers, no echo can be heard in the contested lands. The raging crackle of Kairos' Edict of Fire seems to drown out your call. Your voice fails to echo off the canyons and bluffs of the Stone Sea, and you hear instead the slow, inexorable grind of hills and the rumbling screams of still dying cairn. Okay, so what it's telling me right now is I can't cast edicts on areas that already have an edict going. That's what it's telling me right now. It's not Cynthia and Quinn over again, because I definitely never said, yes, I will definitely play the whatever, Fable games. I never said that. you're on episode 78 of PoE. It's immutable. The power of the edict swells inside of you, yet your voice is but a whimper everywhere Kairos' edict still holds sway. But where Kairos' edicts no longer churn, your voice echoes with power. Should you will it, the spire will resonate your voice across these lands, enacting a new edict of your own making. Alright, officially confirmed, I get to cast edicts. Hell yes. What did the vision show you this time? From this spire, I could reach anywhere in the tiers. Where Kairos has an edict, there is mystic interference. Deep inside, I didn't say it, no. The answer was not inside me the whole time. Of course. The spire just had to fall in love with a foreigner. What do you have that I don't? I can't imagine the spire has a thing for accents. Well, I have 160 lore. How's your lore, Tarkasari? Because you're a fighter, so I'm imagining it's not that high. You know what else I have? I'm the protagonist. Yeah. The air ripples with heat, and the spires hum, a low chanting of your name. Didn't do it this time. Echoes through your head. Alright, it's time. What could possibly go wrong? I say that all the time, and then bad things always happen. Touch the resonator and concentrate. What could possibly go wrong? As you touch the stone structure, your sense of the moment slows, and you feel the entirety of the tiers at your fingertips. The spire stands ready to channel your will. Uh-oh, my will's about to get channeled. Oh, what's this, Edicts? We're opening up UI! It's not even, we're not even in the conversation anymore. We just opened up some UI right now. Select a region to view as current edict or to issue a new one. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I can actually only select the region we're in. Vendrian's well. Oh my god, there's a bunch of locked edicts. This has just became badass. Okay. You know what else will be like being pierced with 100 arrows, Saito? When your character in our D&D game actually gets pierced by 100 arrows. It'll be exactly like that. Alright, Edict of Storms. Oh, so it does cost power. Costs 500 power. The Edict of Storms will generate a massive storm that covers huge areas of the world. The chaotic energy unleashed will cause random damage to strike your enemies during combat. Do I really want to do that, though? Do I really want to do that? I mean, obviously I have to. I think I have to do it. I literally have to do it, but... Use the resonator. Alright. Alright, I think I literally have to blast some shit with some storms. Good times. Alright, so presumably, if I had already ended the Edict of Stone here, then I would probably have access to the Edict of Stone to cast. And if I had already ended the Edict of Fire here, then I'd have access to the Edict of Fire to cast. Presumably. Because the one that I ended in here, I can now do, which is the Storms thing. So, in our next episode, I will cast the Edict of Storms up in this piece. But that's going to do it for this one. If you're watching the stream, I am not done playing. I'm going to continue. But if you're watching on YouTube, that's going to end this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.